Understanding social anxiety is crucial in today's fast-paced world. It's more common than you think. Social anxiety affects millions of people worldwide, cutting across age, gender, and cultural boundaries. Social anxiety is when you feel really nervous, afraid, or uncomfortable in social situations. These feelings can be overwhelming and can make it difficult to engage with others. It's more than just being shy. While shyness is a personality trait, social anxiety is a condition that can significantly impact your quality of life. It's when these feelings are so strong they get in the way of your daily life. You might find yourself avoiding social events, missing out on opportunities, and feeling isolated. You might worry about being judged, embarrassed, or rejected by others. These fears can be paralyzing and can prevent you from living your life to the fullest. Lots of women experience social anxiety. You are not alone. It's important to recognize that this is a common issue and that there is support available. It's important to remember that social anxiety is treatable. There are various therapies and strategies that can help you manage your symptoms and improve your quality of life. There are things you can do to feel better. Regular exercise, mindfulness practices, and journaling can all help reduce anxiety and improve your mental health. Social anxiety can show up in different ways. Some people might experience physical symptoms like sweating or shaking, while others might feel a sense of dread or panic. You might feel your heart race, you might sweat or feel dizzy. These physical symptoms can be distressing and can make social situations even more challenging. You might want to avoid social situations altogether. This avoidance can lead to feelings of loneliness and can prevent you from forming meaningful connections with others. It's important to remember that these feelings are a normal response to stress. Everyone experiences anxiety from time to time, but when it becomes overwhelming, it's important to seek help. The good news is that there are things you can do to manage these feelings and live a full and meaningful life. With the right support and strategies, you can overcome social anxiety and enjoy social interactions. Building a support network is crucial. Surround yourself with understanding and supportive people who can help you navigate social situations. Professional help can make a big difference. Therapists can provide you with tools and techniques to manage your anxiety and improve your social skills. Engaging in activities you enjoy can also help. Hobbies and interests can provide a sense of accomplishment and can be a great way to meet new people in a low-pressure setting. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques can help you stay calm in social situations. Practices like yoga and meditation can reduce stress and improve your overall well-being. Setting small, achievable goals can help you build confidence. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small, and use them as motivation to keep moving forward. Remember, you are not alone. Many people experience social anxiety, and there is a community of support available to help you through it. With the right support and strategies, you can overcome social anxiety and enjoy a fulfilling social life. Take the first step today and reach out for help. You deserve to live a life free from the constraints of social anxiety. Embrace the journey towards better mental health and a more connected, joyful life. Together, we can break the stigma around social anxiety and support each other in our journeys towards better mental health. Remember, you are not alone. There is hope and there is help. Take the first step today towards a brighter, more connected future. When social gatherings feel like a threat, it can be an overwhelming experience. Imagine a young woman named Sarah. Sarah is a bright, funny, and intelligent individual who has a lot to offer. However, when it comes to social gatherings, she feels a wave of dread wash over her. Despite her vibrant personality, parties and social events fill her with anxiety. The thought of mingling with others, making small talk, and being in a crowded room makes her incredibly uneasy. Her heart races uncontrollably, she feels dizzy, and her mind is consumed with thoughts of escaping the situation. It's as if her body is in a constant state of fight or flight. To cope with these intense feelings, Sarah often avoids social events whenever she can. She finds herself making excuses, declining invitations, and marking her calendar with dread. This avoidance, while providing temporary relief, leads to a deeper sense of isolation and loneliness. Sarah longs for connection but feels trapped by her anxiety. Sarah's story is a common one. Many people, especially women, experience similar feelings of social anxiety. It's a silent struggle that often goes unnoticed. Social anxiety manifests in different ways for different people. For some, it's the fear of being judged or criticized. For others, it's the fear of embarrassing themselves or not knowing what to say. Take Maria, for example. Maria loves her job and is passionate about her work. However, the thought of speaking up in meetings fills her with panic. When it's her turn to speak, her mind goes blank, and she's terrified of saying the wrong thing. The pressure to perform well in front of her colleagues is overwhelming. These are just two examples of how social anxiety can impact someone's life. It can affect personal relationships, career opportunities, and overall well-being. The good news is that there are effective strategies for managing these feelings. Techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and cognitive behavioral therapy can make a significant difference. Seeking support from a therapist or joining a support group can provide a safe space to share experiences and learn coping mechanisms. It's important to remember that you are not alone in this journey. With the right tools and support, you can overcome social anxiety and live a full and meaningful life. You don't have to let social anxiety control you. Embrace the journey towards healing and reclaim your confidence. Unmasking the anxious thoughts. Social anxiety often stems from negative thoughts that run through our minds. These thoughts can be automatic and feel very real. You might think, everyone is judging me, or I'm going to say something stupid. These thoughts are like a distorted mirror, reflecting an inaccurate image of ourselves and social situations. It's important to recognize these thoughts for what they are. Just thoughts, not facts. These negative thoughts can trigger a cascade of physical and emotional reactions, such as increased heart rate, sweating, and the urge to avoid the situation. By learning to identify and challenge these thoughts, we can start to change our relationship with social situations. We can begin to see them as less threatening and more manageable. Challenging negative thoughts. You've got this. It's not always easy, but it's definitely possible. Every journey begins with a single step, and the first step here is recognizing that you have the strength within you to overcome these thoughts. Once you identify your negative thoughts, you can start to challenge them. This process begins with awareness. Take a moment to write down what you're thinking. Seeing your thoughts on paper can help you understand them better. Ask yourself, is there any evidence to support this thought? Often our minds can play tricks on us, making us believe things that aren't necessarily true. By questioning the validity of these thoughts, you can start to see them for what they really are. What would I say to a friend who had this thought? Sometimes it's easier to be kind and rational with others than with ourselves. Imagine a friend came to you with the same thought. What advice would you give them? How would you comfort them? Often, you'll find that your negative thoughts are based on assumptions, not facts. We tend to jump to conclusions without having all the information. Recognizing this can help you take a step back and reassess the situation more objectively. By challenging these thoughts, you can start to reframe them in a more positive and realistic light. This doesn't mean ignoring reality, but rather seeing it from a more balanced perspective. It's about finding a middle ground between blind optimism and harsh pessimism. For example, instead of thinking, everyone is judging me, you might say to yourself, most people are too busy worrying about themselves to judge me. This shift in perspective can help reduce anxiety and make social situations more manageable. This simple shift in perspective can make a world of difference. It can change how you interact with others and how you see yourself. Over time, these small changes can lead to a more positive and fulfilling life. Remember, you are not your thoughts. Thoughts are just mental events that come and go. They don't define who you are. You have the power to observe them without getting caught up in them. You have the power to choose which thoughts to believe and which ones to let go of. This is your mind, and you are in control. Embrace this power and use it to create a more positive and empowering narrative for yourself. You've got this. Mindfulness. Finding peace in the present moment. Mindfulness is about paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's like hitting the pause button on your thoughts and simply observing them. This can be especially helpful when you're feeling overwhelmed by anxiety. There are many ways to practice mindfulness. You can try mindful breathing, where you focus on your breath, or mindful walking, where you pay attention to the sensations of your feet on the ground. Even a few minutes of mindfulness each day can help you feel calmer and more centered. It's a powerful tool for managing anxiety and improving your overall well-being. By practicing mindfulness, you can learn to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them.